Hi, brothers and sisters. Welcome. This is my daily diary segment. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here. What did I do on Saturday, May 3rd and Sunday, May 4th of 2025? Well, I was in Birmingham, Alabama, having been in town for the Heartbeat International Conference of Pregnancy Centers. And on Saturday, the 3rd, I had several appointments. I started out by checking out of my hotel in Birmingham, where the conference was, and then driving up to Hanceville, Alabama, about a 45 to 50 minute drive. This was the shrine that Mother Angelica built, the Shrine of the Most Blessed Sacrament, a very popular Catholic spot there. And that's where she's buried, and that's where her sisters live. So I went up there and visited, first of all, the tomb of the unborn children whose funeral I celebrated back in 2008 with a church full of people there and a special procession, and we honored and buried those babies. So I visited the tomb there. You may have seen a little video of it on my social media accounts. And then I went over to the main church, spent some time of prayer and reflection, went out into the plaza there where I've been so many times, and went down in the basement church and visited there the tomb of Mother Angelica. Again, you may have seen that posted there. So it was a very beautiful time of prayer and reflection there in Hanceville. From that point then, I took a drive back into the city of Birmingham, and I met up with Jim and Joy Pinto. Now you may see their programming on EWTN at Home with Jim and Joy. Jim used to work for us full-time at Priests for Life. And I met up with Jim and Joy at one of our favorite local seafood restaurants. And we had a very good lunch together, catching up on things regarding Priests for Life, regarding EWTN, regarding the pro-life movement in general. After we ate lunch, we went over to the pregnancy center that they operate there in Birmingham called Her Choice. And they gave me a tour of the newly expanded place there, and their chapel, and reviewed all their different activities. And really, it's a marvelous thing to see how the lives there are being saved. Once I said goodbye to them, it was mid-afternoon. I actually went to my car prior to checking into an airport hotel. I did some work there in the car on my laptop and phone, and then I drove over to the hotel where I was staying that night near the airport, checked in, did a little bit more work there, and then connected with some friends for an evening appointment. I drove over to the home of Father Terry Genzimer with the Charismatic Episcopal Church. He heads up their pro-life outreach, has been a friend for literally decades. So he and his family, together with another family of strong pro-life advocates in the area, got together at his home for dinner. Again, it was seafood. That's my favorite, but we had a good time catching up about the work of the pro-life movement, the work of the Charismatic Episcopal Church, plans for upcoming activities that we're doing together, strategies, and more. That concluded a very busy day of visiting old friends and making plans for the future for pro-life. Then on Sunday the 4th, it was the day of my return down to Florida from Birmingham. So I caught an early flight. Well, first of all, I should say on Saturday in my work that I had to do on my laptop, our Pro-Life Central newly designed website, check it out, prolifecentral.org, and other related websites. I did some communication with staff about some tweaks to those, approval of appeals, and some communication with our technical team about our backup procedure. You know, the most important thing you do with your computer is to back up the data that's on it. And so we have many backup protocols, and we're even upgrading and improving them. So I had communications with them about that. So Sunday I flew back in the morning from Birmingham to Florida, again doing work at the gate, on the plane, in the car back from the airport, communicating with staff and more. Got to the office and really had a productive middle of the day and afternoon, working on some communications with others in regard to upcoming travel plans and flights, and in regard to upcoming broadcasts, doing a lot of preparation for that, a lot of detailed planning for the rest of the month of May, and just writing that I have to do and reading. Later in the afternoon, towards the end of the afternoon, beginning of the evening, I went over to Merritt Island to the office of our executive director, and I had to have some meetings with her to get ready for the events of the week because I'd be traveling again the very next day. So we have to connect about projects and plans and priorities, and brought my laptop over there, had a work session, and then returned at night to our headquarters. Busy weekend, joyful weekend, May 3rd and 4th, 2025. Hope your days are going well, and also your work for the unborn. Thank you for keeping our work in your prayers and in your support, and we will talk to you soon.
Every life is a gift. Every heartbeat is a miracle. But right now, the most innocent among us are in danger. Priests for Life is on the front lines, speaking truth, offering healing, and building a world where every child is welcomed and loved. Join us in this sacred mission to end abortion. Stand with life. Stand with Priests for Life. Scan the QR code right now and help save unborn babies today. God bless.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alveda King, board member of Priests for Life. More money is being spent in America to kill babies in the womb than to save them. Together, we need to change that, and today I want to invite you to support our work at Priests for Life. Why ours rather than other groups? Because we have a unique team that helps lead in every arena of the fight against abortion, and we activate the churches where you find people who are most likely to get involved in that fight. To awaken a pastor about abortion is to awaken thousands of people he serves. We do not receive church funding or government grants. We rely on you for individual donations. We have a very high evaluation among charities and top security on our donation site, prolifegift.org. You can go there for a one-time gift or to become a monthly donor, or you can call us at 321-500-1000.
So many companies support abortion, but today you can make sure that with every call you make, you are supporting the unborn. Patriot Mobile is America's only Christian conservative wireless carrier. They have partnered with Priests for Life and donate a portion of their earnings to our work. We invite you to switch to them at patriotmobile.com/unborn. Keep your number and your phone and get the same coverage you have now, but also get the peace of mind knowing your every call supports life.
Hello, I'm Sam Brownback, and I've worked alongside Father Frank Pavone for many years on the cause of life. He's a true champion, and the Priests for Life have been wonderful champions of this great cause, of the cause of human dignity of every human at every phase of life, from the very first moment of conception until its natural death. The human species, the human person, each and every one are full of dignity, priceless in value, and Priests for Life stand for that. Join their work with them, work alongside them in this battle, this incredible battle, this fantastically important battle for life in the United States. We've got to win this fight. Join them.